What's going on, ladies? Welcome to Rise TV podcast. Before we get into this episode, make sure y'all like and y'all subscribe and comment as well. And also, man, go get the book "Faith of an Unwanted Child." It's on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. But yeah, let's get into it, right? So as I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Lala said, marriage isn't a goal for most people anymore. Before I get into it and give you my perspective of that, I'm gonna let you listen to her, right?
That.
So
And
why for people just tuning in? Why is it like what?
why does it feel like marriage is not a goal for people in this day and age? With social media, people aren't even dating like that. People are saying, I pulled up statistics, people are saying dating's not even a priority anymore. They have other things they would rather do than date, or meeting people, in the traditional way. So people are saying because of that, they have no interest in getting married
So you wouldn't get
anymore.
married again?
I wouldn't get married again, but I was married. So at least I could say I did it, and it didn't work out the way I had planned, but it's not something I would want to do again. But I did it. So I'm talking about people who are saying they have no interest in ever doing it or wanting to do it. Mm-hmm. It's not like a goal of people, and even people that are in relationships, a lot of them are not saying like the goal for our relationship is to get married. It's like the goal is to be together, have a dope relationship, and be companions forever. But people are not feeling like the measure of success in relationships is like getting married.
But do you feel like not getting married is...
Okay. So yeah, let me give you my opinion on that situation, right? In a way, I do agree with her, and in a way, I disagree with her. And in a way, I agree with her first is that the reason why most people don't want to get married in today's time is because you have more women that's out there throwing themselves out there sexually than ever. And on top of that, right, you have too many women that want to be independent. And on top of that, they already independent. They already have a house. They have car. They have their own business, or they have a good job and things like that. So in their mind, they're looking at it, what's the point of being married or getting married if I accomplish everything that I wanted to do for myself, right? I built this for myself, right? And also, it's pointless too to get married at that point. When you have two successful people already, 9 out of 10, the marriage won't work. Because if he and her came in the relationship both successful, 9 out of 10, it's not going to work because they never built anything together. They never built anything together. So when they get in an argument, it would be, I had this before you, or you didn't help me do this, or whatever the case may be, right? So when you have that type of mindset, 9 out of 10, it's not going to work. And I can honestly say that being married for 17 years, right, and only been married one time, me and my wife, we built everything together from ground up. She came in with nothing. I came in with nothing. When I met her, she had her own place. And when she met me, I had my own place. So you have to come to an agreement on if you are willing to sacrifice to build a marriage together. If y'all not on the same page, or you have zero lack of communication, it's not going to work. And then on top of that, man, if both of y'all on the internet all the time and you're successful on the internet, which I said in one of my previous video, it's not gonna work. It's especially if you on the internet exposing your body. It's not. It's just not. And these celebrities is not showing any example of a good marriage, because they all, I ain't gonna say all, a handful of them are messing around with each other. You have a lot of swingers, and on top of that, you know what I mean, you in the entertainment world, right? So you are around so many actors, male figures, female figures that are attractive, right? And then on top of that, right, now if you're married, right, and you are doing sex scenes, man, that man is not going, he's not going to allow that, right? He might feel some type of way inside, but while you doing it on set, you know what I'm saying, come on, man. In the back of his head, he's like, man, look at my wife. My wife is being intimate with another man for the world to see, especially if you get naked in that scene. When you willing to do anything for money, that's when a marriage is not sustainable. In celebrity and actor world, you have to do those type of things because you under contract. And me personally, if my wife was on the internet and she was in acting and all that stuff, I wouldn't okay that. Because if it's vice versa, if I was in a sex scene with a woman, she wouldn't like that. Because when you are continuously being in that type of role in multiple movies, you start to become that type of person, and you start to feel that type of way towards that person, right? You know what I mean? You might get feelings while you involved with that person. And especially if it's an actor that, you know what I mean, you've been attracted to since you was a little kid, you know what I mean, you gonna feel some type of sexual or emotional connection with that person, because you've been lusting over that person since you was a little kid. So, and my thing is, the reason why, you know, I feel that her relationship or marriage didn't work out with Carmelo Anthony, you know what I mean, because they both entertainers. He's a basketball star and she's an actor, right? And then on top of that, you know what I mean, from the movies that I watch, she been in multiple sex scenes where her body was exposed. Not only do her husband see that, but her son see that. So you have to ask yourself, okay, in order to have a marriage while you're a celebrity, some gotta give. Some gotta give if you want to make that relationship work. Because if both of y'all chasing careers, you know what I mean, come on, it's not gonna work. He's on the road. He's going across the world playing basketball, you know, and you, same thing. You traveling for work, and you're around a bunch of men, you know what I mean, that's attracted to you. You might not say that you are attracted to those type of men, but me personally, if you're around those type of men all the time, 9 out of 10 you will be attracted to that person. And we have to understand that, you know, as a black culture, you know, we lead in #1 divorce rate. It's easy to give up on a divorce. It's easy to walk away from your kids, because when you don't get your way, you know what I mean, you tend to act out and walk out the situation instead of working out. And me personally, I chose to work my marriage out, you know what I mean, through the things that we've been through. And if you're not willing and to go that route with your wife, then why even get married in the first place? Why even get married in the first place? So in this generation, it's marriage is not in the talks. It's just not in the talks because everybody is sleeping around. Mostly everybody is on the internet, you know what I mean, shaking some type of, you know what I mean, body part, you know what I mean, for attention. But you got to ask yourself, you know what I mean, what do you want to do when it comes to a marriage? Do you want to get married or you don't? Do you want to have kids or you don't? Me personally, you know what I mean, if I was mentored about marriage before I got married, I wouldn't have never got married, honestly. You know what I mean? Because not only do you take on, you know, your spouse problems, but you have the whole family that you have to deal with. And sometimes, man, people are not willing to take that role with dealing with their family when it comes to marriage. And if you know that your wife have some strong connection family wise, man, you better think twice because not only do you marry her, but you marry the family as well. And 9 out of 10, man, they will get in your business, whether you want to or not. But yeah, that's my opinion. Make sure you like and you subscribe and comment to the YouTube channel. And also, man, make sure y'all go get the book, Faithful for Unwanted Child. It's on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon.